On a beautiful Friday night for football in Hortonville. It's time for Valley Football Association play here on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream. Good evening, everybody. I'm Dick Napinski along with Zach Morris. Tonight we are in the Myron Construction Mobile Studio, ready to bring you this matchup between two teams that won their opening games last week. Appleton West, a win, 1-point win over Marshfield, and Hortonville, a nice win at Wausau West last week. And we'll break down these two teams with Zach and myself, and that's coming up right after this on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream.
Make fenced-in yard happen. Make two-story in town happen. Or ranch in the country happen. Definitely make two bathrooms happen. With Fox, make we can afford that one happen. When it's time to decide on your dream home, Fox helps you make life happen. Visit one of 22 Fox locations or apply online today so you can make this is the one happen. Fox Communities.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
When you're looking for a cutting-edge local company to produce your creative screen-printed or embroidered apparel for your business or team, Creative Imprint in Neenah is that company. Their experienced staff can bring all your ideas to life. They make you part of the experience with their online designing tool that allows customers to design their own t-shirts. That's how they make you part of the experience. Design your t-shirt and place your order online at creativeimprintapparel.com. Experience the difference.
I thought the conversation just got dumber.
Ugh, internet trolls, just ignore them.
I like you just the way you are.
I believe in you. She's a hugger. Give her a squeeze.
Help up the hand.
Ah, there you go.
Thanks, mate.
You're killing it, Zane!
Back at Wolf River Community Bank Stadium in Hortonville, and we are just about set for the Polar Bears taking on the visiting Terrors of Appleton West. Dick Napinski, Zach Morris with you. Both these teams, Zach, 1-0 after the first week, a tight 1-point win, a late comeback for the Terrors. Meanwhile, a fairly easy win, 21-3 halftime lead at Wausau West for the Polar Bears, but before you get into conference play next week, kind of want to build on this a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, every win you can get at least helps you out just momentum-wise. You talk about a program in Appleton West continuing with their kind of rebuilding. You look at the last 2 years, starting to get some momentum. You get a 1-point win. You may look at it as they snuck out with a victory. A win's a win in high school. I mean, you'll take it no matter what. It could be by 50, it could be 1 point. I mean, wins are so difficult, and especially when we get to the playoff season where one win can dictate everything. And it's having that momentum, as you mentioned, going into conference play and feeling confident.
Right, and these two teams are in separate divisions. Hortonville in the FBA South. Meanwhile, the team south of them, Appleton West, in the FBA North with the other two Appleton schools and so forth. Some other things, too, some known entities coming back. First of all, for Appleton West, the quarterback Carson Hacker. He's got a great arm. We're going to see a lot of footballs in the air out of Carson tonight.
Yeah, a great player. We had to see at least some experience over the last year. So you look at him trying to continue his growth into this season and try to pull something outstanding in this year for him, especially with West. It's easier to run your offense when you have a familiar face at quarterback.
And on the other side, more of a balanced attack for Hortonville. You've got Kyle Allen at quarterback, but the guy who makes it go, Jose Concepcion, the running back. All conference last year, more than 1,300 yards. He is a good one.
Well, if you run your offense through your running game, it's great to have a running back that is well known and especially a proven running back. Because once you get that running game going, a lot of things do open up. That's where the passing attack can finally help out a team. That's a great way to start out.
As we mentioned, these teams, Marshfield, a 20-19 win for the Terrors last Friday night. Meanwhile, for Hortonville, it was a 34-17 win over Tomfield in Wausau. We'll take a quick look here at, as you see, both these teams 1-0. Last week, a pure non-conference game. Even if you played another VFA opponent, this week it counts in the standings. It's kind of an odd situation. The Valley Football Association, of course, with 3 divisions, North, South, and West, the old Wisconsin Valley Conference over there. That's going to change up a little bit when WIA starts going to those pods next year, and you've got 8-team groups, and how that's going to break down.
Yeah, so enjoy the schedule if you like it. This is your season to enjoy it while you can, because changes will be coming, and especially look at for schedules of Hortonville and Appleton West. I mean, look at Appleton West. It's kind of almost set like what they had all those years in the FVA with some other schools, and the second year of having to have a non-conference game. I mean, that's been the new adjustment for everyone.
Yeah, we take a look at Appleton West's schedule. They're home against Oshkosh West and Wisconsin Rapids, so if West gets a win here, there's some teams they match up very well with for the next few weeks and could do something here. And so we're going to come back, have the starting lineups for this game and the start of action between the Polar Bears and Terrors right after this on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream.
I'm Tom Julian from the Julian Strategic Alliance Group. I'm inviting you to have my team help you develop your personal, estate, and business planning goals. Let us put together comprehensive financial strategies for your success in every season of your life. Contact us today to get started. We're right on the CE Trail in Kimberly. We can help you establish retirement income goals, work with you on your asset protection allocation, and guide you on future income growth strategies. I would like to meet with you to begin the conversation. Call us. Let's get started.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
Are you looking to make your dream home happen? Make stop searching and searching happen. You could make that fenced-in yard happen and make that bigger bathroom finally happen. It's time to make your home transformation happen with a home equity loan or line of credit from Fox. Apply online right now or visit one of 22 Fox locations to get the money you need and make life happen.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Our national anthem here at Hortonville tonight, and there's the howitzer. You may hear that a few times. No, the fireworks have not started yet. It is the howitzer at one end of the stadium, which I believe goes off after the national anthem and each Hortonville score. So if it's not an air raid siren or anything like that. But we have an opportunity here to thank our sponsors once again, Fox Communities Credit Union, of course, Myron Construction, Creative Imprint, and Julian Strategic Alliance Group. Really happy to have them along for this entire season here on this web stream. And Zach, taking a look, can we get this for 8 more weeks of the football season, this weather tonight?
You would love that, but that's not the true football weather. As you enjoy the first 2 weeks, as you start to get some 78, maybe 80-degree weather. Week 1, you usually get that, and then it starts to tamper off after that. But you just enjoy it while you can. But it's not like the NFL and college where it goes deep in November and December. So it's still going to be decent weather. And a lot of these teams, when you're still learning your offense, you're still going through everything you want to run for the season, bad temperatures can really put a big wrench into that plan.
Appleton West will be getting the ball first tonight. Hortonville won the toss. They deferred. So we're going to take a look at the starting lineups right now for the Terrors. And they are set up, trying to play a lot of guys just on one side of the ball, looking at the offense. We mentioned Carson Hacker last year. He threw for nearly 1,000 yards, ran for 332 more, was the leading rusher for the Terrors. And you've got Ira Johnson. He just had 25 yards against Marshfield. One guy to watch, though, Tyler Tetsky, can do a lot of things. He's the H-back. He's also one of the conference's best punters. Taking a look at wide receiver Caden Krieger also out there. Spencer Steffens is there, and Caden Bell. In the line, you've got Thatcher Lindstedt, Haven Thor, Zach Fisher, Spencer Bruton, and Alec Wineland. Be watching all of those folks. And as we look at the offense for Appleton West, we also have a chance to look at the defense for the Terrors. As you take a look at them right across the front, it's Danny Zappit, Devin Farrell, just a sophomore, Juan Bayona at the other defensive end. At outside linebacker, Brandon Dodge. Inside, Ben Pritzel, he's a good one too. Eli Piepenberg and Zeb Tunin, good athlete on the outside at backer. Cornerback, Tyler Blake, along with Patrick Crawford, Jacob Dorn, and Aaron Zhang, a second-team all-conference player last year. He is at strong safety. You may note a change as well in Appleton West. For years, they wore the white helmets. And they came out tonight and said, something's different about this team. It took me about 5 minutes to realize they've got dark helmets for the first time in I don't know how long. So they are wearing those tonight. Hortonville in their traditional home red will be coming out, and they'll be starting out on defense. And we take a look at that defense. They do have some outstanding players. Ben Belo at linebacker, just a junior, was a big factor last year for the Polar Bears as a sophomore, somebody to watch. And they've got some other guys right up front, too. Logan Balboa. Dylan Schmidt plays both offense and defense. He is an outstanding athlete as well on this Hortonville football team. As we get set to go, it will be Francis O'Connor kicking things off for the Polar Bears, moving from our right to left.
Dick, you mentioned the uniforms for West, especially for you covering high school football for so long. When a team does change its uniform, it takes you a while to get used to it.
Yeah, this is. I was wondering, it almost looks, did Kaukauna show up tonight in their whites? But nope, it's got the orange outline on the blue numbers. Here we go. O'Connor's ready to go. Pooches the kick down there, dropping back, collecting it around the 12-yard line, and bringing it up. That's Blake Tyler. He brings it up and will be stopped down right at about the 17-yard line. Nice job there. Coming in, Blake Tyler brings it up only for about 6 yards on the return. And that is where we will have Carson Hacker start things off. He threw for 281 yards last Friday night against Marshfield, as the Terrors scored twice in the second half to come back for that win against the Tigers, who won the VFA West last year. Three receivers coming out wide to the left. See Tyler Tetsky, he's the closest one. Caden Krieger in the middle, sending wide out. That's Caden Bell. Ball as the snap is dropped and hit right away and being brought down. Getting in there in a hurry, Jacob Bookman, the 6'5 senior. And that was not a good snap to start things off.
It's a rough start, but at least for the Terrors, able to maintain the possession. That's a rough way to start a game on a turnover. So a great job by Appleton West just maintaining the possession, because Hortonville have been set up deep in the red zone.
Yeah, Zach Fisher, usually pretty reliable, too, as the center. That time dribbled one back to Hacker. Set to work once again, same formation. Hacker this time takes a look. He'll float it out there on the out pattern, has his man, and that's Krieger. He'll get it out to about the 23-yard line. Rolled down there by Luke Dietrich, coming up from his safety position. Also helping out on that one is Caleb Williams, the senior.
Great play just to be able to make up the yards they lost on the last play, so at least you got a chance to make a 3rd and 8.
Four-man front across the front. I mentioned Bookman before. Zach Ruber's also there. Dawson Hanson, Jared Wunderlich. At the linebacker positions, Belo, Dylan Schmidt, Logan Balboa. Got Logan Grossman at cornerback. TJ Payne also at a corner. Luke Dietrich, Caleb Williams, the safeties. Hacker on a 3rd and 8, set to go from his own 22. Sends a man in motion. Hacker now will take it back up, looking for some place to go, trying to break it to the outside. He's got a block, trying to turn the corner, being chased. Brought down there by Caleb Williams, dragged out of bounds around the 23. It'll be 4th down for the Terrors. They'll have to kick it away. Hacker tried every path he could to try to find something.
Hacker needed to beat one player, and Williams in the great spot to at least stop Hacker. Probably would have the first down if it wasn't for him. He'd be able to spring it all the way across the field. Almost had a chance there.
Yeah, and Williams didn't have a great angle on that one either. Managed to just use his speed. It's going to be Tyler Tetsky kicking it away. Back for Hortonville. We see Parker Lawrence standing around his own 39-yard line. Good snap, kick is away. Teskey gets some air underneath that one, comes down around the 45. Lawrence has it, catches it on the run, gets into Appleton West territory before he's brought down at the 45. In the midst of that fray was Ben Pritzel.
You have to trust your hands if you're a returner, if you're going to catch on the run, because it's wonderful. You get that head start, almost a guaranteed 5-6 yards, but you have to make sure you secure the ball.
Make sure you get it before you get going. Kyle Allen comes out at quarterback. He'll take control once again. With him, you see Parker Lawrence also heading out wide to the right, Dylan Schmidt. And out there, TJ Payne, Concepcion just off to the right side of Allen. Going out to the left side as well. Allen takes a look, rolls out to his right, still looking, will turn it upfield. Will get maybe 3 yards before he steps out of bounds. Concepcion with a bit of a block. Allen not seeing anything downfield to start. I'll mark it for 3 down to the 42-yard line of Appleton West. 10-14 left in the first quarter. No score here on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream. As you look down on the sidelines, Hortonville has large signs. That's how they indicate what play it's going to be. Allen set to go. This time it's easy. Off to Concepcion, right side, takes it around. He's going to be wrestled to the ground. That's Ben Pritzel, has a hold of him at the 41. Just a gain of 1 for Concepcion, who had 131 yards and a touchdown rushing last week against the Warriors of Wausau West.
Great job by Pritzel, just be able to grab the running back and be able to wrestle him down to the ground for a minimal gain.
Trips out to the left side for the Polar Bears. They've got 3rd and 5. And to mark it at the 40-yard line of Appleton West. Concepcion off to the left, pistol formation. Kyle Allen drops straight back, now rolls out to the left, looking for some place to go. Rush comes up, long pass, nice catch along the sideline. Nicely done, dancing along the side. That's Dylan Schmidt. He'll have the first down. Nice job by Allen suckering up the linebacker. That gave Schmidt a chance to cut back and get that catch.
Yeah, being able to roll out, try to bring the linebackers closer to him, able to sneak by the 2 defenders.
Gain of 9, that puts it at the 31. 1st and 10 for the Polar Bears. 9.5 left in this first quarter. Juan Bayona gets in his formation. Also in there, Danny Zappit at defensive end. They'll give it to Schmidt. He bounces off one of his linemen, gets about 5 or 6 yards, pulling a bunch of terrors with him down to the 20-yard line. That's going to be close to a first down. On the bottom of the pile, Jacob Dorn coming up from his free safety position.
Going up with the no-huddle offense.
Moving in a hurry, standing right behind Allen is Jose Concepcion. He'll get the ball, try right side, cut back, met right away, and put down. Nice job defensively, coming screaming in on that one, Hunter Helgeson.
Huge tackle to stop the no-huddle at the high tempo pace, because you lose that momentum when you only get a 1-yard gain on the play. You start to think, okay, let's just settle down. Let's get the plays we want.
Yeah, now everybody's turning around looking toward the bench. Apparently Hortonville sold sponsorships because we see a lot of businesses on those ads. But the signal comes in. This time Concepcion just off to the right of Kyle Allen. Schmidt's in the slot to the left side. Snap goes back. Allen takes a look toward his right. Now being chased around, trying to get away. Pulled down from behind. Ben Pritzel gets the sack. Loss of almost 6 yards. Call it 6 yards on that play. It'll be a 3rd and 16.
Yeah, he was falling down to the ground. His only hope to stop him was to put his hands up in the air, and maybe you get a piece of his jersey, able to get his body down for a nice sack.
That's why I lift those weights, get strong hands, and bring him down on the run. 3rd and 16 for the Polar Bears. Their first possession here in the first quarter. No score between these two teams. A look toward the sideline, getting the signal. Allen set to work. Somebody moved a little bit early. And looks like that's going to be against Hortonville.
It's not a penalty that will really hurt them, knowing that you are already in that situation and going for a 3rd and 16. Now it's 3rd and 21. Now if you're trying to get in position for a field goal, that's maybe more realistic now than trying to get the first down.
Third and 20 for the Polar Bears. Jaquan Owens coming out wide to the left side. Schmidt is short side left. Double receivers off to the right as well. Allen looking. He's just going to fling it downfield, try to get somebody. He does! He's got Parker Lawrence in the end zone, touchdown. That was just a double post. There goes the howitzer. Just a double skinny post and just run as fast as you can. I'll throw it out there. Maybe somebody will get it.
Ultimate trust in his receivers, knowing he had two down deep, and he found the one he was looking for in the middle of the field, able to stretch out and secure the catch.
31-yard scoring strike. Kyle Allen to Parker Lawrence to start things off. 6-0 Hortonville. McKenna Gervais in to try the extra point. That is up, and it is good. Seven 0 Hortonville has taken the lead, and you are watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream.
I'm Tom Julian from the Julian Strategic Alliance Group. I'm inviting you to have my team help you develop your personal, estate, and business planning goals. Let us put together comprehensive financial strategies for your success in every season of your life. Contact us today to get started. We're right on the CE Trail in Kimberly. We can help you establish retirement income goals, work with you on your asset protection allocation, and guide you on future income growth strategies. I would like to meet with you to begin the conversation. Call us. Let's get started.
Back we are here at Hortonville, where the Polar Bears have taken a 7-0 lead. Big third down pass, 3rd and 21. And Kyle Allen hooks up with Parker Lawrence for 31 yards.
Well, like I mentioned, Dick, it didn't matter that false start penalty. You're already at a 3rd and long. You're going to throw a Hail Mary almost. That 5 yards won't make a difference.
That's exactly what it was, too. Fling it out there, hope to get something. And both receivers had actually beaten the D-backs. O'Connor said he'll kick it off. High kick coming down around the 15, picked up there by Tyler. He'll scoop inside. He'll get it outside the 20 to about the 22. Buried there. On the pile, we see Mason Mull, the junior, in the midst of that, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Terrors. Hopefully they can find something a little bit more effective. The crazy thing for the Terrors is they rely a lot on Carson Hacker. Their run game was not that strong against Marshfield. Tigers usually a pretty stout defensive squad, but still one of those situations that you want to find a little more balance if you're Appleton West.
Well, it's on the second drive. Yes, you'd wish you probably put some points on the board like Hortonville did, but just continue to move your offense forward.
Yeah, Johnson trying to get to the corner, gets outside the 25 to the 30, finally tapped out of bounds. He's knocked out of bounds around the 35-yard line. That was Trevor Balboa knocking him out of bounds, but it's a 1st down for the Terrors, and first time we've seen Ira Johnson with the football tonight.
And a great momentum play, knowing that, hey, 1st down after a touchdown drive, you're able to at least show that you have an offense that should be concerned for the defense.
Trips left this time for the Terrors. Hacker takes a look, double clutches, gets it across the middle into Tetsky. Or excuse me, that's Caden Bell. Bell has it across the 45, just a little slant in pattern, 12-yard gain, 1st down for West.
And a great pass, knowing that there were two defenders right in his way, but able to find that nice spot in the coverage, and another 1st down.
Yeah, coaches talk about windows for quarterback, and you could tell Hacker didn't take that first throw. The window wasn't open yet, found the second one, and got it to Bell. 1st and 10 at their own 47 for the Terrors. Handoff goes to Johnson. He tries to look. He gets stood up and thrown back. In the midst of all of that, Romeo Zhang. Zhang, a 5'10", 235-pound junior. Low center of gravity, got below the offensive lineman that time. Stopped Johnson after a gain of 1. Two receivers right and left.
Kills the momentum knowing he had 1st downs the last 2 plays.
He's trying to set something up, thinking Hortonville might be dropping back, looking for coverage more than run stop. Hacker rolls out to his left, takes a look, fires out there, gets it, bounces through the hands of Caden Bell at around the Hortonville 43-yard line, close to the 1st down marker. So it'll be 3rd and 9 for the Terrors.
You have to like how the passing game's working out. You have him taking his time, looking for his receivers, and not risking and able to put in a tight window where only the receiver can get to the ball. Right there, it was either going to be a drop or a 1st down.
Yeah, and for high school receivers, when they start sensing they're close to that sideline, suddenly it's no longer concentration on catching the ball. They're trying to get 1 foot down and catch the ball and concentrate all at the same time. Now 3rd and 9, rolling out to the left. Screen going the other way to Johnson. Johnson has to beat a man, and right there beating the block is Hortonville, doing a fine job. Let's see who's on the bottom of that one. That's Caleb Williams, who beat the block on the screen.
And did a great job. Really beat that block pretty quickly, and that's what disrupted the whole screen so far this drive.
Tetsky will come back in punt formation on a 4th and 10. 6 minutes left in this opening quarter. 7-0 Polar Bears.
But if you're a Terrace fan, you have to feel pretty comfortable knowing that you were able to get the ball near midfield. You showed that you can pass and you can run. Now it's just, can your defense hold on the other side?
Tetsky standing around his own 33. Parker Lawrence back there around his own 17. Tetsky gets a wobbler kick. Lawrence takes it at the 22, beats one man along the sideline, gets pushed out of bounds at around the 37, 38-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39. Doing the shoving was Danny Zappit. Hortonville with decent field position here on their second possession. They're already up 7-0 on the pass to Parker Lawrence from Kyle Allen. Last night, a little bit of a surprise in the VFA. Appleton East knocks off Neenah 17-7. I think a lot of people weren't expecting that, but the Patriots playing much stronger ball this season early on.
I thought you would say the surprise was more they played on a Thursday night.
Yeah, true. Concepcion gets the call. He's going to be met right at the point of attack. He'll get maybe 2 yards. In there on the stop was Hunter Helgeson. He's already got a couple of tackles tonight coming up from his linebacker position. Not initially in the starting lineup. You see, he's got that right arm wrapped a little bit too. Looks like he sustained a hand or wrist injury playing with the club on the right arm. 2nd and 8 for the Polar Bears at their own 41 as we move inside 5 minutes. First quarter action, Allen fakes play action, drops it off into the flat. Has a man there. That's Schmidt. Schmidt gets past midfield into West territory. Still on his feet down to about the 41-yard line of the Terrors. Nice little job by Kyle Allen. Draws the defensive end up, and Schmidt simply steps to the outside, gets the catch in the flat.
And Allen also took a hit right after that play, too. So to trust your receiver that you're going to take a hit on this play, you better catch this pass and get a first down, which they did.
Into Terror territory. They'll mark it at the 40. 4:38 left in the opening period. Allen, once again, play action, drops back, dumps it out to the side. Schmidt has it around the 35, leans forward down to the 33. Wrestled to the turf there by Brandon Dodge.
Both quarterbacks doing an excellent job just waiting for the routes to develop and find the open player instead of just trying to force it or risk anything. So far, a great job by both quarterbacks.
Yeah, Allen split time last year, but the job is his this year as he comes in, the 6-foot senior.
Even quarterbacks that share the starting role for quarterbacks, when you're able to get that full reign of that control, you're able to do pretty good because you have that experience.
Nice. Now Schmidt in motion to the left. Quick out, goes out to Lawrence. Lawrence around the 34, trying to beat a tackler, does so. Gets it down to about the 26-yard line before Helgeson teams up with Dorn to bring him down.
Great trickery play for Hortonville, having all the motion before you snap the ball. Confused the linebackers for West.
Yeah, you just need the defenders to take a step the wrong way to give yourselves that opening. 1st and 10 for Hortonville, putting a nice drive together here. Down to the 25-yard line. Schmidt once again slides in motion. Handoff goes straight ahead. Concepcion has a hole, breaks it off to his left. Wide open, heading through the big opening and in for a touchdown. 25-yard scoring run for Jose Concepcion. And the cannon signals a Polar Bear TD and makes it 13-0.
As soon as that play developed, he was able to he was gone off to the races.
And what Concepcion does so well is stay behind his blockers and gives them a chance to open the hole. Then he sidesteps through. Gervais in to try the extra point. Made the first one a little bit earlier. That one is up. And it is good. And it's a 14-0 lead for the Polar Bears here on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream.
When you're looking for a cutting-edge local company to produce your creative screen-printed or embroidered apparel for your business or team, Creative Imprint in Neenah is that company. Their experienced staff can bring all your ideas to life. They make you part of the experience with their online designing tool that allows customers to design their own t-shirts. That's how they make you part of the experience. Design your t-shirt and place your order online at creativeimprintapparel.com. Experience the difference.
$14-0 lead for the Polar Bears. O'Connor will kick it off. And West had a couple first downs their first time out, but now down by 2 touchdowns. We'll see if Hortonville does the fake. They do, and now they set up in their formation. They just don't want to let you know. We could always try the little onside kick if you're not watching.
I'm just used to the pros where you can't do that anymore in the NFL.
That's right.
You have to make it obvious if you're going to.
Yeah, a lot of high school rules that aren't part of the NFL, and sometimes folks get confused after watching a weekend of Sunday games. Kick comes down with it, heading toward the sideline out to about the 25-yard line. That's Brendan Schwalbach, the senior receiver.
And that's where you see a lot of confusions, especially in week 1 and week 2, where you see a flag and you're starting to wonder, okay, what the penalty is. And then you're wondering, why isn't it the full effect what I've seen in college or the pros? And you start to remember, oh, yeah, things are different in every level you watch.
Yep, pass interference, holding, where they mark it off from, all of those things, a little bit different in high school and college.
By week 4, you remember.
That's right, yeah. Drives the stat guys nuts, though, trying to remember it. Hacker at the helm. Johnson, the running back, with him. Hacker will take it himself, try to turn it around. He won't get much. Bookman is right there. There'll be a gain of 1 on that play. Jacob Bookman had 3 tackles against Wausau West. He already has 2 in this one.
The last 3 plays now for the Polar Bears on defense, they're just able to get past the offensive line and just not having too many issues so far, getting to the quarterback or ball carrier.
Second, call it a long 9-4, the Terrors. We head inside the final 3 minutes of the opening period. Hacker takes a look, swings it out, gets it out to Tetsky. He bats away 1 defender, but quickly dashing over there, Ben Bilo, to lead the charge of Polar Bears. Tetsky's a big guy. He definitely will eat up some space out there, and he took 1 defensive back, just kind of swatted him aside, but by that time, Bilo and friends were there for the Polar Bears. Make it 3rd and a long 6 for the Terrors. Trips to the right side. Hacker looks that way, or to the left side, excuse me. Now Hacker goes back the other way, and the pass completely misses Steffens, who was standing around the first down marker at the 37. And Tetsky will have to punt it away again for Appleton West.
A little disappointing knowing that what they were able to do, getting a couple first downs on the last drive, but still the first quarter, plenty of time, and now your defense needs to toughen up and try to get the ball back without any further damage.
Yeah, we're seeing that in the body language out of West right now here early, too. Down 2 touchdowns. A few slumped shoulders over there. They've got to get themselves back fired up. Tetsky gets the okay sign from the up back. Snap is good. Tetsky will get the kick away. That's a nice one. Floats down. Lawrence with the fair catch. Loses it, bouncing around, and it's covered up by Appleton West. Lawrence tried the fair catch.
I don't see any lump shoulders after that play now.
That got everybody fired up again. Looked like Aaron Zhang may have landed on that when there were 2 defenders right there. As soon as Lawrence bobbled it, he got smacked and the ball got loose, and the 2 Terrors were right on top of it.
For Lawrence, his main focus was making sure he got the fair catch signal called, and then he's been able to catch it on the run, but so far not on the fair catch.
31-yard line of Hortonville. West back alive again, but they're down 14-0 here in the final 2 minutes of period number 1. Hacker hands off to Johnson. Johnson looking for an edge, now tries to beat it around the corner. He's going to be pulled down by Bookman. Also helping out was Caleb Williams. Gain of a little over 1. And Johnson looked like he was looking for his cutback lane, but never found one, and eventually had to tear off toward the sideline, but that time Bookman was there.
Yeah, nothing was able to develop on that play, and that's where these offensive linemen for the West Terrors need to figure out how to push around and make some openings for their running backs.
Krieger and Bell out to the right side. It's Teskey and Steffens to the left. Hacker throwing it downfield, looking for Steffens, going up with it, catches the ball, and has he got it? No, loses the football. Oh, I thought he had it. He was going up against Luke Diedrich, who did a nice job. He was right there batting the ball around, but Steffens had his paws on it, just couldn't pull it in.
I thought Steffens did a great job at least putting himself in a position to go up for the ball. The problem was he had to reach a little bit over the defender, and the chances of actually coming down with the ball when you're in range where the defender can knock it out, which I believe he did on that play, makes it a little bit more difficult, but a great throw.
Yeah, you try your best basketball box-out play on that one.
But another position where you're giving your receiver the best chance.
3rd and a long 8 for the Terrors. They're at the 29-yard line. Quick throw goes out to the outside. Tetsky has it. Nice job by Tyler pulling that one down. Boy, he was in traffic fighting with the defender, managed to get up and haul it down, and this will make it 4-down territory for the Terrors on a 4th and 3 inside the 25-yard line.
I have no idea how he was able to break away from his defender and reach for that ball. Shows you the talent he has.
And Hacker did the right thing. He just put it up in the air, waited for the big guy to pull it down. Set to work. Tetsky in motion, going toward the right. Hacker looking over the middle. It's tapped around and hits the ground, incomplete. Wouldn't have made much difference. Diedrich trying to collect the football. Actually better off for the Polar Bears. They get it at the 24 instead of the 18. Looking for Tetsky across the middle once again.
Yeah, Tetsky coming off motion was able to at least get a little opening, but there was a linebacker that Hacker did not see in his field of vision.
Yeah, just a little pop pass, but not quite enough air underneath it. Good job, Luke Diedrich, the second man to get a hand on it for the Polar Bears, and Hortonville will take over at their own 24. 21 seconds left in this opening period. 14-0 Hortonville. Two receivers come out wide to the left side. Kyle Allen takes a look at the backfield, hands it straight ahead. That's going to be the man at the line of scrimmage collecting that one, but not much yardage out to the 25-yard line. Yeah, that's going to pretty well mop things up for this opening period. 2 touchdowns for Hortonville. They are up 14-0 over Appleton West here on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream.
Make the blue one happen. Or maybe the white one happen. Make that was easy happen. Make we can take my new car happen. And definitely make double takes in the garage happen. When it's time to upgrade your ride, Fox helps you make life happen. Visit one of 22 Fox locations or apply online at foxcu.org so you can make "Dang, I feel good in this car" happen.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Make fenced-in yard happen.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
We come back to Hortonville, start of the second period. Polar Bears have the ball, a 2nd and 9 at their own 25. 14-0, Hortonville up in this one over Appleton West. Allen drops back off the play action, taking a look across the middle, has his man there. Out to about the 32-yard line. Going to be short of the first down. That's TJ Payne. Knocked down there by Brandon Dodge. And in between the quarters, they had a contest here. You got your name drawn. 35-yard field goal for $1,000. They nailed it.
That's what it was for $1,000?
35-yard field goal for $1,000. Usually you get out there and it looks like one of my wedge shots dribbles off to one side.
That'd be 43 after all the news with the big game, the Chicago Bears coming up.
Dropping back, Allen gets turned around on it, gets it to Lawrence into Appleton West territory. Parker Lawrence hauls it in, and Allen was getting hit.
Well, as far as the big plays, everything's working out right now for the Polar Bears. Able to get big running gains, and then you also get the passing attack where you had a Hail Mary for a touchdown. Big play there. As for the Terrors, just aren't able to connect on the big plays.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if Allen was going to get the ball there because Zeb Tunin came crashing in from his right side defensive end position. But Allen did get enough on it to get it to Lawrence, 42-yard line of West. First minute gone here. Concepcion gets the call. He's going to get maybe 2 yards up the middle. Helgeson is in the midst of that one. Also, Piepenberg, Pritzel helping out. Parker Lawrence already with a scoring catch, 31 yards from Allen. That was about midway through that first quarter. Then Jose Concepcion had a 25-yard run.
And a big set of downs coming up right now for the Terrors, trying to stop the Polar Bears offense.
Two receivers, both right and left. TJ Payne is wide to the right side, dropping back. Allen, he fires it up there, gets it to Lawrence, who catches it around the 30, gets it down to the 25 before he's brought down out of bounds. Tunin had to chase him out in the flat, and I think Parker Lawrence has a little more speed than Zeb does to get to that corner. He got there and picked up the first down at the 24.
Right now, the receivers for Hortonville are just running crisp routes and able to find the openings in this defense for the Terrors. And until there's more of a pass rush for Appleton West, it's going to be a long day for their defense.
Yeah, Allen very good at picking out the open guy, too. Takes a look, looks at his options. Parker Lawrence, obviously, one of his favorites. This time, Allen swings out to the right, gets it to Schmidt around the 22-yard line, and steps inside of Tackler, gets it down to the 15, still on his feet, down around the 10, pushes inside, finally going to be bulldogged down at about the 9-yard line.
Well, West knew, and they applied extra pressure, but when you do that, you're sending another man out of your secondary, and it left a wide open player, and great job for the Polar Bears.
And you could tell from the left side of the defensive position, the linebacker came in, wide open spot for Schmidt to catch the football. I'm going to call it first and goal since the ball's inside the 10. So officially it'll be marked at the 9-yard line if you're keeping stats at home for whatever reason. Schmidt is in the slot, tight on the right side. Two receivers on that right side. Owens wide left. Allen takes a look. They're going for Owens in the end zone, puts it up, and the catch is made by Jaquan Owens. Gets it a 9-yard scoring pass. And you could see that one coming all the way, Zach. They simply set up, had the defensive back on an island over on the left side.
He knew who he wanted, and that was the perfect play execution. Everything going well right now for the Polar Bears offense. You forget that cannon goes off.
Yeah, it's when things are going well for Hortonville, the shooting starts, apparently. The howitzer. Set to work, Gervais. Puts it down. That kick is 3 for 3 on the evening. So a 9-yard pass play. As the smoke clears from the howitzer up on the north end of the stadium. It's 21-0 Hortonville. You're watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream.
When you're looking for a cutting-edge local company to produce your creative screen-printed or embroidered apparel for your business or team, Creative Imprint in Neenah is that company. Their experienced staff can bring all your ideas to life. They make you part of the experience with their online designing tool that allows customers to design their own t-shirts. That's how they make you part of the experience. Design your t-shirt and place your order online at creativeimprintapparel.com. Experience the difference.
We're back, and I see the $1,000 winner is just coming back into the stands right now, getting the plaudits from the crowd, and probably a lot of people, hey, don't you owe me $5?
Yeah, I got to be careful now, especially when halftime comes around for the concession stands. Everyone's going to want an extra brat or burger.
Yeah, put it on his tab, yeah.
I think the winner's going to take off right away. Not hang,
say,
once the clock hits double zeros for the end of the game, where did that person go?
It's already in the bank. All right, Hortonville up 21-0. 9:59 left in the first half. O'Connor to kick off. West showing some flashes, but just not able to get anything consistent offensively. And Hortonville Kyle Allen at quarterback, very effective with it is Tyler. Bring it up, looks on the right side, wrestled down around the 27-yard line, 28-yard line. Probably the best kickoff return we've seen so far out of the Terrors. Terrors will come back out with Carson Hacker. And you can see the Terrors, Zach, trying to establish a running game. They just have not been able to do it on a consistent basis.
Yeah, you have to keep at least trying to do something in the running attack just so you don't have pass rushes every single time you want to throw the ball. But at some point when you're down 21-0, I think 28-0 will be the situation where you're going to have to pass pretty much every play. So this is a big series for the Terrors.
Going to send Krieger out to the left side. Ira Johnson, the running back, along with Carson Hacker in the pistol formation. Fakes it himself, looks for some place to run, looking for a hole, tries to cut it in, gets out to the 31-yard line before he's wrestled down by Caleb Williams. Gain of 4 in the play for the Terrors. Even if you can pick up 4 at a crack with a running play, but that was hard running too. You could see Carson Hacker trying to find an opening to move upfield and went a lot sideways before he went forward.
Well, the number one battle that's been being won so far has been the defensive line for Hortonville against the O-line for the Terrors.
I see a number of players there in at defensive tackle. Nathan Thays in there. Hacker, quick throw goes outside. They find his man, and that's Krieger. Krieger moving forward. He's got a first down out around the 40-yard line.
So for the Terrors, you have to make plays like Krieger did where you would have been tackled right away, busted your way out of a poorly tackle there, so you're able to at least get a first down. That's what you have to do. I mean, it's going to be tough going this whole entire game because you're going against a defense that is just executing their game plan right now for Hortonville.
Yeah, you're going to need guys make some individual plays out there, and that's exactly what Krieger did that time. 1st and 10 for the Terrors. Krieger, the man in motion, heading toward the left. This time Hacker takes a look, looking for somebody across the middle. Has his man, getting away. Caden Bell into Hortonville territory around the 43-yard line. Nice pass right across. Nice catch by Bell. Caught it right on the run. Hacker put it right on the money.
And this is how the offense is going to really be well so far this season for Appleton West, knowing that you're not focusing on one receiver. You need to spread it around.
Remember, they came back against Marshfield, 2 TDs in the second half to win that one 20-19. Hacker this time will hand off to Johnson. He hits a hole hard, gets inside the 40, down to about the 38-yard line. Nice push out of the Terrors' offensive line.
So another reason why you keep the running game is once you get into the later half of the game, you start to wonder, is your offensive line at least more conditioned?
Timeout on the field by Hortonville, 8:17 left in the half, 21-0 Polar Bears. You're watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream.
I'm Tom Julian from the Julian Strategic Alliance Group. I'm inviting you to have my team help you develop your personal, estate, and business planning goals. Let us put together comprehensive financial strategies for your success in every season of your life. Contact us today to get started. We're right on the CE Trail in Kimberly. We can help you establish retirement income goals, work with you on your asset protection allocation, and guide you on future income growth strategies. I would like to meet with you to begin the conversation. Call us. Let's get started.
Back we are with Hortonville calling timeout. Get their defense reset. They're up 21-0 with 8:17 left in the half, but a couple of nice plays from Appleton West.
And another thing about this drive is you're letting your defense get rusted up now instead of just constantly having to go back out there, drive after drive.
Yeah. Everybody looked around. This is our first flag of the night. Illegal procedure. No, second flag, excuse me. Second, there's one on Hortonville a little bit earlier, right before the touchdown pass.
Well, we'll see the touchdown pass after this, and that's the running trend.
5-yard play makes it a 2nd and 10. There are a couple of guys forgot the snap count that time and started to move. So Nick Rodriguez, who just checked into the game at running back. He remains in next to Carson Hacker. Tetsky in motion to the right side. Quick pitch goes inside Tetsky. He's going to be stood up and turned around. Bookman did not fall for the inside pitch.
That was a risky pitch. I was surprised that Teskey was even able to come up with the ball and not have a fumble at that point.
And it didn't look like, it looked like everybody was, on offense, was looking at each other to execute it as well. Usually those pitches work very well. If the quarterback's looking outside, the guy who's going to get the inside pitch isn't really looking at it, but he just catches it and goes to keep the defense off balance. But instead, it's a 3rd and 10 for the Terrors. They've been plagued. Their marches have been stopped all evening. Hacker stands back, looks, fires it out toward Tetsky, who pulls it down, backs out of there, keeps going. He has the first down. Nice job by Tyler Tetsky. Like I said, he is a big body out there. To bring him down, you might need 3 men and a mule.
The big body of Teskey, when he's backing up, just trying to get away from the defender, he gains 6-7 yards doing that.
At the 31-yard line of Hortonville, 1st and 10 for the Terrors. They're down 21-0.
Almost Rob Gronkowski type, just be able to fight through 2 defenders.
Dealing with a lot of 150-pound defensive backs. Hacker rolling out toward his right, looking, cuts inside, will take it himself, gets down to about the 30-yard line, and he's finally turned around and dropped. Bookman is in there. And also getting up from that tackle is Ben Belo. Hacker had more of an opening there, but that was closed up quickly.
There was a lot of confusion. On the bottom of the screen, you had two receivers, including Teskey, run into each other, so they were off their pattern, but it didn't matter because the play was on the opposite side of the field, but then you had Teskey run into his own lineman.
All equated to a gain of 1. Clock running, 6.5 left in the first half.
A great job by Hacker, not the fumble.
And off will go straight ahead. Rodriguez has it. He hits the hole hard. Well, to get it down to the 23-yard line. Nice game by Nick Rodriguez.
Tough thing for the Polar Bear defense right now is you have the Terrors learning that what plays were not working early on in the first quarter, now trying some new things. Now it's all about the defense for Hortonville to be able to adapt to these new plays.
At the 23 of Hortonville, Terrors will try it as we head down to the 6-minute mark. Hacker calling out the signal. Ira Johnson's back in there. He'll take it himself, try to move forward. He's going to be right around the marker, gets shoved back. But let's see where that forward progress is. It is very close to a first down. And you see Ira Johnson, he's the kind of runner looks for his hole, but sometimes when you do that shuffle, you let the defense come in on you.
Especially when it's only a couple inches away from a first down, you wonder if he sacrificed the first down.
Well, we're going to find out because there's a measurement on the field. First time we've seen that. Yeah, teams throughout Wisconsin in action tonight. Interesting one, too. The first Fox Valley school playing 8-man football. St. Mary Catholic in action tonight. First home game they had with that. Decided to make the move to 8-man. And you're seeing that up in Door County. A lot of schools. Sebastopol, which won the 8-man state title last year. Gibraltar is also there. Algoma. And, oh, that's close. I'm going to say, give it about, what is that, 7 2/3 inches out there, probably, maybe?
That might be.
Your eyesight's younger than mine, so.
I would say, I mean, you just got to be able to hike that ball and be able to fall at least 3 inches. You might be able to at least get the first down.
And Hacker's a big guy. Can you get enough push from your center and 2 guards inside just to wedge it forward a half foot?
You like to feel comfortable, but this defensive line so far for the Polar Bears has been very, very perfect almost in most of these situations. Can they get enough oomph off the offensive line?
Yeah, Thays is in there. So is Bookman. Looking for a big push. Hacker's back in the pistol position. Tetsky shuffles off to the right side. They're going to go to Johnson. He steps inside. He's got the first down. Nice push that time by the Terrors offensive line, and Johnson made the nice little step to his left to pick up 3 yards.
Now, most teams love to do the halfback or fullback dive in that situation, but maybe for the Terrors, what their offensive line are used to is let that blocking scheme develop and then have that running back where he has the talent to at least shuffle his feet and wait for the opening. It's a risk, but work there.
It is. They block down the line to their right. You can see Tetsky doing the same thing. They got the first down now at the 18-yard line. Hacker set. Looks across the middle, throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver is Spencer Steffens, but
you almost wonder if that was Teskey. I think he comes down with that.
Yeah, it's Logan Grossman might have gotten there a touch early.
You can't review that in high school.
Can't review
though.
that, and yeah.
It's even weird that we have to say that.
Yeah, and something new in the NFL this year. And,
but still, I mean, you look at this drive now for the Terrors at least being in position inside the red zone, being down 21-0.
Again, Hacker takes a look, looking for his receiver. He's got an opening, and he gets it out to Steffen. Steffen steps inside the 10, to the 5, pushing his way forward down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 1st and goal for the Appleton West Terrors.
And that's a second play that Steffen has made, 1 on a broken tackle, and 2 just running around his defender, just trying to figure out how can we get this first down, and almost scored on that.
Just a little step out into the flat on the right side, and then defender has to come up. If Steffen can make an effective sidestep, suddenly you've got yourself a big gain, and that's exactly what happened. Clock on the move, 4:25 left in the half. Hacker will take it himself, goes inside, spins it around into the end zone, touchdown Appleton West.
And took a wicked hit on that play as well.
Big TD for Appleton West. 2-yard run by Carson Hacker.
And that was a drive where a lot of players had big moments, and that's what you need against this Polar Bears defense, just to be able to drive down the field and then put points on the board.
Tetsky in to try the extra point. Snap is down and kick is up. It's good. And West is on the board. It's 21-7. Hortonville, 4:19 left in the first half. You're watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
Back we are at Hortonville. Appleton West gets on the board, 21-7 now Polar Bears. Heading toward the final 4 minutes of the opening half. Jaquan Owens, TJ Payne back around their own 5-yard line waiting for Tyler Tetsky's kickoff.
Now this will be interesting for the Polar Bears. Their offense has been red hot, but they've been on the bench for a while.
Tetsky gets a leg in it. It's a line driver, and it finally scooped up and collected is probably the best way to get that one. Colin Krivoshin had it, and he was on one knee as he collected, so that play's whistled dead immediately. Again, a difference from the NFL. 31-yard line for the Polar Bears. That is where they will start. Nice first half from Kyle Allen. Already a couple TD passes to go with the 4 touchdowns he threw against Wausau West last Friday night. Concepcion is the running back behind him. Allen takes a quick look, gets it out to Owens. Owens collects it, but it's going to be brought down after a gain of about 4. Nice defensive play by Patrick Crawford. Crawford, the junior, right there on Jaquan Owens. Jaquan, he's a big guy, 6'1", 195 senior. Had 16 receptions for just over 200 yards last year. Double wides right and left as Kyle Allen waits for the snap. He'll drop back being chased. He's going to be brought down. Oh, a big sack. In on the move, that's Brandon Dodge. And you saw Zeb Tunin coming in from the other side.
Great opportunity for Dodge. I mean, the be able to be in a situation where you're able to at least knock the quarterback down, and there's a tough play for Allen where you don't want to get an intentional grounding, but you start to wonder, is that the situation you prefer to have that?
Well, and the great thing about Dodge, he didn't lose the angle on the tackle. He came in wide enough that Allen could not step around him and get to the sideline.
And that's where it's tough when you play against very athletic quarterbacks where they're able to do that.
Now Allen has a big play, about a 3rd and 20. Remember, they've
done this before.
3rd and 21, scored a touchdown on it back in the first quarter. Handoff will go. Some running room. Concepcion trying to break a tackle. Can't do it out around the 30-yard line. Brought up by Hunter Helgeson on the stop. It'll be a 4th down and a punt formation for Hortonville.
Well, the defense did its job. You're able to get a 3 and out, and now you start to think, can you do something offensively? And that's why they're taking the timeout here, maybe to save some time.
Yep, timeout by Appleton West on the field. 2:37 left in the half. We'll take a break here on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream.
Are you looking to make your dream home happen? Make stop searching and searching happen. You could make that fenced-in yard happen and make that bigger bathroom finally happen. It's time to make your home transformation happen with a home equity loan or line of credit from Fox. Apply online right now or visit one of 22 Fox locations to get the money you need and make life happen.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
2 minutes, 37 seconds left in the first half here in Hortonville. You're inside the Myron Construction Mobile Studio with Dick Napinski, Zach Morris. 21-7 Polar Bears leading the Terrors of Appleton West.
Now the big fear for the West Terrors is now if you get the ball back on this punt is you use up a lot of time on that last drive. Can you run a 2-minute drill against the defense of Hortonville?
Yeah, 2 timeouts left for each team. Blake Tyler standing back around his own 40. 4th and 11. On the move, the rugby punt is away from Hortonville. It's heading toward the sideline and will bounce out around the 39-yard line of West. Trevor Balboa doing the rugby kick. That's always a dangerous proposition, too, especially in high school. You've got to make sure you've got somebody who can run and kick at the same time, because sometimes I have seen that tried to be executed where the punter completely misses the ball.
Yeah, you need excellent punters to be able to do that. Usually it's a quarterback where you have someone athletic. You'll be sacrificing yards, but a lot of teams love using that because of all the first downs you can get on 4th down.
At the 40-yard line of Appleton West, that's where the Terrors will take over. They've got 2:29 to work with, 2 timeouts. Carson Hacker back there with Nick Rodriguez in the backfield. Trips come out to the left side for the Terrors. Hacker gets the snap, hands it off to Rodriguez. He hits hole fast, but it's going to be slowed down after a gain of about 4.
Now you can see how well disciplined each team is, getting right to the line and being ready defense and offensively.
Trips to the right in a hurry. Hortonville player gets off in time, replacement in the defensive line. So we head down to 2:06 left in the half. Hacker takes a look, gets it off. Tetsky was the intended receiver. That was knocked away by Bilo and Caleb Williams out around midfield. Clock stops with 2:03 left. It's going to be a 3rd and 6 for West.
Gives the Terrors some time to think about what play they want to use, where you're not rushing to the line and going their first read that you just are able to see at that point. As for the Polar Bears, it gives you some time to rest at least defensively.
See if Hacker tries to stretch the field a little bit or if it's 4-down territory. If he fails on this one, Hacker dropping back, big rush coming up. Hacker stepping forward. He's got some running room across midfield down to the 45, 42-yard line before he's tripped up. They're going to mark it down around the 40. It's going to be a 1st down for the Terrors. Nice recognition by Carson Hacker.
Yeah, he saw that opening and took it. Even if he probably would have been missed maybe the 1st down by a yard, then you're talking about that 4-down territory and had a great opportunity to move the ball closer to the end zone.
Clock will start. Hacker looking across the middle, and it's almost picked off. Caleb Williams had the opportunity. I actually think Caden Bell did a nice job of breaking up the interception.
But still plenty of time. 1:44, you're already inside the 50-yard line. And just, we don't know the whole kicking situation. Every team is different, and sometimes you have to be within inside the 20 to feel pretty good about the kicking situation.
But you do have the 2 timeouts left, too. 2nd and 10. Terrors sitting at the Hortonville 40. Drop back, that's Hacker. He's in some trouble. Going to be brought down in on the play. Racing in, that's Jared Wunderlich, the 6'1 senior.
Now that's
roaring in.
That's the same exact play that Allen had where he just got wrapped up and had nowhere to go.
And a timeout wanted by Hortonville. They're thinking, hey, we might get the ball back here.
And that's the risk you take when you have one play that goes wrong. You don't want to be in a situation that you're letting the opposing team be able to score quickly, which so far in this game, Hortonville has shown that they only maybe need 2 or 3 plays to get in scoring position.
Ball all the way back to the West 47-yard line. Now with a minute 27 left in the opening half.
Now you wonder, are the Terrors able to try to at least get a first down in one play? I think no, just the way their offense has developed. But I could see them getting 10 yards. So if you at least make it down to a 4th and 11, either way you're going to be punting the ball. And so far the whole punting situation has gone in favor for Hortonville, despite the one extra fair catch.
Yeah, the one interesting thing is, too, on this one, Zach, can you get enough Hortonville successful with coming in hard that time from the defensive edge? Are you going to send the same pass rush? You might see something, the coaches might see something up here in the booth. They say, let's try this. Everybody's blocking down toward the right. That's going to open up the left side for our defensive end.
And you love to do something knowing how these receivers have been able to break tackles.
Hacker getting set, gets the snap, fakes it, drops it, almost picked off. Bookman was the most surprised guy in the field that it hit him right on the shoulder pad and bounced away.
Now you can be satisfied with the punt.
Yep.
if you're West after that, you saw that pick six happen right in front of their eyes, able to get away with that. But a great job by the Polar Bears. When they started to move downfield, they had that bend but don't break defense.
And only 3 seconds gone off the clock. Hortonville still with a timeout left. Hetzke will be standing back at his own 32 to get this kick away. Jaquan Owens, Parker Lawrence back around their own 20. Move inside, man in motion. Hetzke kicks it away. Oh, that's a nice one going back to about the 17-yard line. Lawrence makes the fair catch, a late fair catch signal.
And because it was late, he almost lost track of the ball, too, on that one.
Yeah, sometimes when you're in the high school players, you start waving your arm, and suddenly, where was the football? It was right there a second ago. It's like a center fielder going back and the ball turning around. It's not where we thought it would be. Minute 18 left till the break. 21-7 Hortonville. Let's see if they can put a couple big ones together. And Kyle Allen has the arm to do it. We've seen that already. At halftime, we'll take a look at some of the first half scoring. Right now, 4 touchdowns already in this game on a gorgeous night here in Hortonville. The thing I admired is the big inflatable polar bear that they come running out of in the tunnel. I wonder where one gets one of those.
Are you looking for one?
Well, you know, I'm sure they've got Mascots R Us online that you can.
Have it for your garages. You come out to mow the lawn. Hey, Dick's mowing the lawn today.
Handoff goes to Concepcion, bounces away from the tackle out across the 20 to the 23. Yeah, maybe some NFL Films music behind it, something like that.
A lot of things you can do, and when you figure out what kind of character you want.
Everything's available online, Zach. Quick snap. Kyle Allen taking a look, throwing out toward the sideline, and is picked off. Picked off. Brandon Dodge. Brandon Dodge gets the pick with 53 seconds left inside the 30-yard line. Kyle Allen has been so sharp tonight, but not a good pass that time.
Allen has played a great first half, but the 2 big mistakes he's made, the sack on second down, which lost about 20 yards, and now the interception, breathing new life now for the Terrors and being inside the 30 with plenty of time with timeouts.
Yep, 53 seconds left and 2 timeouts. So you traded a few plays, and you're basically where you wanted to be if you'd received that first down, only lost about 35 seconds. Hacker dropping straight back, looking for the rush across the middle, almost picked off. Belo cut across.
Now the problem for Hacker is now that you're a little excited now because you did come off the interception, your team is giving you all this momentum, and you forget where the extra linebackers are being placed on the field.
We talked about windows before. Sometimes you see your man, and you're exactly right, Zach. You forget that you get tunnel vision, and you're looking through the window instead of seeing the whole wall. Hacker on 2nd and 10. Clock stops with 50 seconds left. Rolling out toward his right. Carson takes a look downfield, pitches it out, and gets it to Bell. Bell, boy, that one was almost picked off as well, but nice timing. Bell turns around, gets it down to about the 10-yard line.
I'm impressed where Hacker has this just the rapport with all his wideouts to be able to trust them no matter what through this traffic. I will deliver the ball to you.
Boy, that took a bold throw, too, because you saw the defensive back closing in a hurry on that one. Just could not quite get there. Caden Bell collected it. 42 seconds left. Just inside the 10-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and goal. You've got the full end zone to work with, so 20 yards to pitch and catch if you want to go that way with it. 2 timeouts still remain for Appleton West. They're down 21-7 here late in this first half. In motion is Tetsky, the big guy rumbling to his left. Hacker will make a little stutter step, try to get to the outside, gets down about the 6th, thrown out of bounds. Over there was Buckman. Buckman at the 7-yard line, gain of 3, 34.7.
Great job for Hortonville, not allowing any more yards in the carry, but did help out the Terrors, letting him go out of bounds on that play. So essentially right now, Hortonville is going to, Appleton West will have all the plays opened up for them on these last set of downs in the half. You can run or throw.
Yep. Hacker set. Dropping straight back. Quick pitch goes out. They get it to Tetsky. He's going to be wrestled down. Very nice job by Luke Diedrich. And West will have to take a timeout. It's going to be a 3rd down and goal at the 5-yard line.
I guess the question is right now is, do you go on a 4-down territory or do you take that field goal? It's still the first half. We forget that for how the fact that they were down 21-0.
Yep.
You start this panic at this point. Okay, you need all the points you can. A field goal at the tail end of this game could be the difference.
Yeah. Hortonville gets the ball to start the second half. I want everybody to remember that. 29.6 left in this opening half. Myself, I think he tried 2 plays for the end zone. Yeah, you've got the momentum back. Brandon Dodge did a great job grabbing that interception, giving you the possibilities.
And worst case scenario is you're only down 2 touchdowns at halftime.
It is, and you've got 5 yards to get. Let's see what happens. So much depends on this play, of course.
In Pleston High School, field goals are just not automatic, and even same thing in the pros, unless you're playing for $1,000 in between quarters.
Who's that guy? See if West finds out if he has any eligibility left. Of course, he was wearing a Hortonville shirt. Johnson, the running back, to the left side of Carson Hacker. Waiting for the snap. Hacker looking across the middle, puts it up, got into the end zone, incomplete. Oh, Stefan had it in his hands. He just could not control it when he hit the turf.
It's just the guts of Hacker. I mean, knowing that there are plenty of defenders back there and still able to find where he needs to go, it shows you how many practice reps you've had to have throughout summer and at least the early parts of practice in the month of August to be able to have that connection.
And Stefan did a nice job stepping in front of the defensive back. Again, that basketball box-out thing. But when he hit the ground on the tackle, just could not hang on to the football. So Tetsky's going to come in. You're right, Zach. They're going to try the field goal. It's going to be about a 22-yarder from the left hash mark. Remember, the hash mark's a little bit wider in high school and college. Snap is up, kick is up, and the kick is no good. Tyler Tetsky misses the 22-yarder with 22 seconds left.
It was a little hard to tell because the ball went above the uprights, and it's all about the decision of the referee. That's
why one official stands under each upright and takes a look straight up. Is the ball inside to my left side if you're standing
because I remember that whole discussion was in the NFL, like the Ravens and Patriots, where the last play of the game came on a kick that went at the same height of the upright, and you start to wonder, is that even reviewable in the pros, and much less the judgment call that the referee has to make.
They're making more and more reviewable than in the pros, where let's just review every play after a while here.
But you have to still be excited for your Terrace fan, knowing that you were able to get a turnover on that last drive.
Yeah, they're going to just take a snap here. Allen will just step down, and they'll let this one run out. And we'll head toward the first half with Hortonville holding a 2-touchdown lead, escaping a close one there late in the first half. As Appleton West had a 1st and 10 inside, or 1st and goal inside the 10. Down to the final 5 seconds of this first half. It's going to be 21-7 Hortonville. And we'll be back to talk about this one a little bit more. Look elsewhere around the VFA tonight, right after this on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream.
I'm Tom Julian from the Julian Strategic Alliance Group. I'm inviting you to have my team help you develop your personal, estate, and business planning goals. Let us put together comprehensive financial strategies for your success in every season of your life. Contact us today to get started. We're right on the CE Trail in Kimberly. We can help you establish retirement income goals, work with you on your asset protection allocation, and guide you on future income growth strategies. I would like to meet with you to begin the conversation. Call us. Let's get started.
When you're looking for a cutting-edge local company to produce your creative screen-printed or embroidered apparel for your business or team, Creative Imprint in Neenah is that company. Their experienced staff can bring all your ideas to life. They make you part of the experience with their online designing tool that allows customers to design their own t-shirts. That's how they make you part of the experience. Design your t-shirt and place your order online at creativeimprintapparel.com. Experience the difference.
Back at Hortonville, it's halftime. Polar Bears leading Appleton West 21-7 here on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream. Dick Napinski, Zach Morris with you in the Myron Construction Mobile Studios. Zach, we saw Hortonville leaping out early, taking advantage. Kyle Allen very sharp in the passing game. They haven't needed Jose Concepcion a lot out of the backfield tonight, and it's been mostly the Kyle Allen show.
Yeah, it's been a great job when you look at for Kyle Allen, just to show you that he has the ability to lead an offense where you don't have to rely just on a running game and able to find multiple receivers. The only mistakes has been the big sack, which led to the touchdown drive for the Terrors, and then the interception late in the first half, which luckily for the Polar Bears did not cost them any points.
And for Appleton West, Zach, it's been one of those things. It's something that drives high school football coaches crazy, that you're almost there and you're almost there, and then a play happens or two plays happens that takes away all your momentum. Other team goes down and scores, and now you're deeper in a hole.
And there could have been 10 points right now for the Terrors left on the table. The fact that you looked at the one drive where they had back-to-back first downs, starting to get momentum, two plays go wrong and kill the drive, and then you look at the opportunity at 1st and goal at the 9 and just unable to come up with points right before the half. But you do carry momentum, which is huge, and they learned that last week.
Yep, and they came back against Marshfield in the second half. Quick look at the scoring so far midway through the first quarter on a 3rd and 20 play. Kyle Allen hits Parker Lawrence, a 31-yard scoring pass. McKenna Gervais's kick made it 7-0. Then late in the first quarter, Jose Concepcion with a 25-yard run up the middle, barely touched. The kick made it 14-0. And Jaquan Owens then in the second quarter caught a 9-yard pass in the end zone. A little flag pattern. And it made it 21-0. Appleton West finally got on the board. 2-yard run by Carson Hacker with 4:19 left in the half. 21-7 the score. Again, West had the ball inside the 10. 1st and goal, could not punch it in right late in the half, then missed a field goal from 22 yards. So 21-7 is our score. We're going to take a break here on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the second half here in Hortonville between the Polar Bears and Appleton West. So stay with us. We are back at Hortonville, where the Polar Bears lead Appleton West 21-7 here at halftime of the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream. Dick Napinski, Zach Morris with you in the Myron Construction Mobile Studio tonight. Zach getting set for this second half. Hortonville gets the ball first. Very important for the Terrors to get a defensive stop early, not let this one get away early in the second half.
Yeah, you'd find out if you're the Terrors, can your defense be able to at least find a way to create another turnover, at least a 3-and-out, which they have been able to the second they were down 21-0. And that has been the reason why they got back into this and feel confident where they are. As for the Polar Bears, there's no reason to panic yet. I mean, you had 2 drives that didn't work out, but you have to remember what led to that 20-0 lead. It was because you were able to attack in the air and get some decent runs and go back to that where you're not feeling pressured under a 2-minute drill or a minute 30 left.
Yeah, another thing, too, Jose Concepcion has not been a big factor in this game so far this evening. He's well under 50 yards so far. Carries. There's a big carry, of course, was that 25-yard touchdown run back in the first quarter. Otherwise, he only has 5 or 6 carries this evening, and so it would be interesting to see if your Hortonville get another touchdown early. Okay, we get the ball back. We're just going to run some clock and run Concepcion a lot. So we'll see what happens with this one. Again, the Polar Bears will get the ball first to start the second half. So before we start the second half, we have a chance for a quick break here, and we'll do that on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream.
I'm Tom Julian from the Julian Strategic Alliance Group. I'm inviting you to have my team help you develop your personal, estate, and business planning goals. Let us put together comprehensive financial strategies for your success in every season of your life. Contact us today to get started. We're right on the CE Trail in Kimberly. We can help you establish retirement income goals, work with you on your asset protection allocation, and guide you on future income growth strategies. I would like to meet with you to begin the conversation. Call us. Let's get started.
Set for the third quarter kickoff to start things off here. Polar Bears will get the ball first. They'll be going from our left to right to start this third quarter. A couple other scores just to tell you about. Kaukauna leading Wausau West late in the second quarter, 14-3. It's the only other FBA game that we've been able to find a score for thus far. The China Bowl game, which is always a big rivalry between Winneconne and Amro. That one in Winneconne tonight, and the Wolves are all over the Foxes, 19-0 at the half. Nothing like 6 miles apart and get bragging rights over your cousins for the year.
Is that what it was for Nina Menasha back in the day?
It was, yep. Kaukauna Kimberly when they used to go after each other, indeed. Tyler Tetsky to kick off for the Terrors. That one on the way. Line drive comes down to Lawrence around the 9-yard line. He'll bring it up straight up the middle now. Comes off to his right, looks around, spins away, gets away from 2 tacklers, and has an opening. He's inside the 40, goes over 50, finally dragged down from behind. Brought down in territory at the 43-yard line, and 2 Appleton West tacklers came together and looked to make a sandwich, and Lawrence simply spun out of that one and picked up another 40 yards.
Well, the one coming right at him had an easy opportunity just to slam him down to the ground, and I'm not sure if he just got lost in the progression of the play, and a great job by Hortonville, able to turn something out of nothing and get inside territory.
Yep. Simply forgot to wrap up. Kyle Allen will pitch out to Concepcion. He looks for the corner on the left side. He has some running room, steps inside the 40, 35 on the move, using his speed inside the 20-yard line all the way down to about the 15 before he is run out of bounds by Patrick Crawford.
We've seen how great Allen is in this offense, and you forget the other components which make this team dangerous on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, 1,300 rushing yards last year, 16 touchdowns. Talking to Jose, he's already said his favorite food is chicken wings. So he was on the fly on that play all the way down to the 15-yard line of Appleton West. Concepcion gets the call again. He'll step off to the right side. He's got some running room, heading toward the end zone, dives into the end zone, touchdown from 15 yards out.
Well, we didn't see him much in the first half, but able to take 2 plays and just get to the end zone. Great job.
Howitzer wakes up the early sleepers here in Hortonville, and it is now a 27-7 game. Second touchdown for Concepcion, this one from 15 yards out. Gervais in to try the extra point. Snaps a good one, kicks up. Kicks a good one too. And it's 28-7. Well, we talked about seeing more of Jose Concepcion in the second half, and that didn't take long.
Well, that's been the best 25 seconds that the Hortonville Polar Bears could ever hope of coming out of halftime with.
Well, and it all started, too, with that kickoff return. Parker Lawrence getting away from that tackle back inside his own 25 and tearing it up to the Appleton West 40.
Well, if anything works in the favor of the Terrors, at least it happened right away in the third quarter, so you have time to rebuild. So now you go back to the situation they were in the second quarter. You're down 21-0. You get a touchdown, you get back to that 2-touchdown scenario, and then you try to chip away at that till at least 5 minutes left to go in the game, and then take your chance there.
A beautiful night here in Hortonville. Boy, these are the kind of nights you love. Friday night football, getting just a little bit of chill in the air now as we drop into the low 60s. And now we're Sad O'Connor to kick off. Blake Tyler back around the 10-yard line. Also Brendan Schwalbach. Pickles, it's a short one, collected around the 17. Tyler will pick it up, trying to find someplace toward the right side. Not much there, out around the 23-yard line.
You'll be happy with that scenario after dropping the kick return, so great job.
Yeah, Caleb Williams in on the stop. Ball will be set at the 23-yard line of Appleton West. That's where they will start, now down 3 touchdowns. Just 31 seconds gone in this second half. That's how fast it happened for the Polar Bears.
Now, they found success late in that first half, so you start to wonder, can they rely more on that and start to open up this offense and maybe try to get quicker scores? Now, you don't have to worry about the time all the time they consumed in that first drive, but you do have to worry at some point if these drives just take a while to develop.
Carson Hacker waiting for the call, hands off. That's Rodriguez who gets it, and he's not going to find anything. They tried a little misdirection with Rodriguez, and we saw Nick in the first half. He was at his best when he hit the hole fast and could get upfield. But that time lost a yard on the misdirection. It'll be 2nd and 11, ball now at the 22-yard line. Hacker looking at 2 receivers, both left side and right side. He'll take it himself, tries to look toward the option pitch, gets it out to Rodriguez. He's out to the 25. He's going to be shoved out of bounds around the 27-yard line. Out there on the stop, Luke Diedrich doing a nice job flowing with the play. I'd like to remind you, you can find all the info and schedules for games throughout the entire high school football season at thescorewi.com or whby.com. Here it's a 3rd and 5. 28-yard line of Appleton West. Carson Hacker trying to get his team out of a 21-point hole. Straight back in the pocket, looking now in some trouble, spins away, looks toward his right, still in trouble, trying to catch, flows the ball down, and it's caught by Steffen, who just falls down, enough for a first down around the 37-yard line. Nice job by Hacker just keeping that one alive.
Just to avoid the situation of an incomplete pass and just finding the open man and continuing to move the ball down the field. If you continue to move the chains, eventually you'll get in scoring range.
1st and 10 for the Terrors. 10:34 left in the third quarter. It's 28-7.
And the most important part right now for the Terrors, keeping their composure early in the third quarter.
Hacker will take it himself off the fake handoff, tries to stutter step. It gets across the 40. He'll be thrown back, but they'll mark it at the 41. Host of tacklers there for Hortonville. Caleb Williams there early on. Give Hacker about 4 on that running play. You mentioned it too, Zach. Just if you're Appleton West, keep running your stuff. It's 3 touchdowns. See if you can get a touchdown, get this back to a 2-score game. Williams shading a little bit defensively toward his left. Hacker looking across the middle to get it off, and that's Caden Bell. Bell runs up the middle. He's inside the 35, almost down to the 30. Nice job by Hacker and Bell teaming up on that little quick slant pattern inside the defenders.
First time we've seen Bell not stop and make the catch in stride and add on some yards with the catch.
And that's something that you have to teach high school receivers. It doesn't come naturally to them. They want to stop, gather the ball, said run to the ball, get it in your hands, collect it at that point, then put it away. 1st and 10 for the Terrors, 32-yard line of Hortonville. Down 28-7, pass goes out, Steffens has it. He falls down around the 23-yard line. Nice touch by Hacker, getting that up and over the defender out to the right side to Steffens.
Continuing the marching down the field, and that's what you have to do, especially after the touchdown that happened so quickly for Hortonville. Just figure out a way to get downfield and put points on the board.
2nd and 1 for the Terrors as we move inside 9 minutes in the third quarter. Ira Johnson, the running back, just to the right of Hacker. He'll get the call, trying to get to the outside. And he's going to be stopped up against. Ira tried to step to the outside instead of just taking the hole. And again, teaching the junior, this is what you do. You step in the hole, get what you can on that one. Maybe you'll break it through. But trying to sidestep all the time usually just lets the defense catch up to you.
Yeah, and a great job by Hortonville to at least try to kill some momentum the way the Terrors have been moving downfield, having that short second down. Now you're putting an interesting 3rd and 2.
Yeah, big change this year in high school ball, where they went from the 25-second play clock to a 40-second play clock. Haven't seen it really slow down the game too much in this one, but this time you notice West took a long time. Hacker has it himself. He tries to move forward. He's going to have enough for the first down, and he's still on his feet. Finally hauled down by Hortonville inside the 20. Took a host of tacklers to get around that one. Bookman was in on the tackle. So was Caleb Williams, but it's enough for a first down. And that play didn't start well because it was a low snap.
Yeah, I mean, at least trying to figure out a way to at least continue to get some yards, and much other than that, a first down after a bad snap, which can lead to so many other issues.
And
like
the snap that time just goes completely around. Hacker will just cover it up around the 30-yard line. It appeared that he wasn't even looking for the ball to come back to him on that count.
Now you start to wonder what happened on that first snap. The fact that it was signs to show what's yet to come right now for the Terrors, and now they're way back. So a great opportunity for the Polar Bears to end this drive right here.
Yeah, loss of 15 on that one, all the way back to the 31-yard line. We'll make it a 2nd and 25, and Hacker and his center, Zach Fisher, talking a little bit after that one. It was on 1, right? You said 1. No, I said 2. Oh. Hacker gets a good snap that time, rolls out to his right, looks down the field, throws it down over the head of Steffens and over his head. He got tied up a little bit with a defensive back around the 10-yard line and then tried to sprint forward out of that turn, but couldn't catch up to the football, and it'll be 3rd and 25.
And that was the problem, trying to get away from the defender, just not enough time, because by the time he got out, the ball was already in the air and in the end zone and just a little bit far away, but it was a great route, though.
Well, let's see if you can get this into 4-down territory.
Well, at this point, I would look at you try to get to the 20, 25, at least something positive on this.
28-7, you've almost got to get yourself back, and as you fall down by 4 scores, it's going to be really, really tough to get back in this one. Hacker gets a good snap straight up in the pocket, looking, firing down toward the field, and incomplete. Boy,
Ooh,
nice, a noble effort by Tetsky right at the 15-yard line. He tried to one-hand it in. The ball was wobbling out of bounds. Tetsky tried to pull himself down and the ball in at the same time, but failed to do so, and it'll be 4th and 25.
And the ball was just a little bit too far out of his range.
Big of a guy Tetsky is, that's a ball out of range at that point.
Well, this will be essentially a jump ball in the end zone, you would think.
Now you've got to get down to the 6-yard line for a first down if you're the Terrors. 6:54 left in this third quarter, 28-7 Hortonville. Hacker, here comes the pass rush. Wunderlich stepping inside, Hacker going back, looking for someplace to go. He's just going to fling it wide open, but it's short of the mark and intercepted. Being run back, cut back inside, and still on the move for Hortonville out to about midfield before he's brought down is Braden Gasser. And a late flag. Gasser, the junior defensive back. And I think we're going to have an illegal block on Hortonville As we see one of the Appleton West players, one of the linemen getting up slowly. I think he may have been surprised by a bit of a crackback on that one. So we'll probably march this one back 15 yards from the point of the foul. But Hacker just flinging toward the end zone, but although it went about 40, 45 yards in the air, it was still about 10 yards short of the mark. He had an open receiver in the end zone. It looked like Bell, but couldn't get the ball there.
Yeah, I mean, had someone there, but yeah, just not enough. And that was the problem on that first play. If Teskey was able to get his feet in bounds on that play, he would have been able to be in a situation where that play gets to the end zone.
Yeah. And Gasser, just playing center field, came back, and as the ball was in the air, you saw coaches on the sideline for Hortonville saying, drop it, drop it, drop it, because if you get tackled at the 10, you lose 20 yards on the whole exchange. And here's
we'll see how it breaks down now. And
yeah,
not much of a loss.
Not much of a loss, but that one's not on Gasser. That's on one of the blockers.
But you get the stat. You get the stat for the interception.
That's right. You get the return yards before the.
And that's hard to tell a player. If you're especially a defensive back, you dream for interceptions. You have that opportunity, and you have to say no.
All right, so Hortonville has it back. They're at their own 29. Kyle Allen. Set hands off to Concepcion. He's trying for the outside, breaks a tackle around the 30, spins out of another one, gets past the 40, out of bounds, at around the 42-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds by Zeb Tunin.
Yeah, and this was the biggest fear for the Terrors going into the second half. If he's able to at least get things rolling, which he did in the first drive, and so far, one good carry in the second drive.
Yeah, you saw that time, the Hortonville line just blocking down to their right, knocking guys out of the play. And Concepcion able to break one tackle, get to the corner, and pick up big yardage. First down at the 42. This time Allen in trouble, manages to get it off to Schmidt around the 45. He gets across midfield inside the 45, down to about the 40. And boy, Kyle Allen got rid of that one the last possible moment. Great job by Dylan Schmidt to collect the football and get inside Terror territory.
And there's nothing much you can do when the team you're going against is in a situation where they're just throwing the ball around and everything seems to be caught and everything's connecting. It's a tough scenario to be in.
If you're a defensive end, you're on an island there. Either you go after the quarterback like you're taught to do, or you step back and let Kyle Allen have all kinds of time to pick you apart. 1st and 10, 40-yard line of Appleton West. Concepcion has it, runs into an Appleton West defender, tries to rip the ball. He's close to a first down and at the 30.
And he's running with power right now.
He's just going straight ahead. And if you're a lineman, okay, this is easy for us. You just go block the guy in front of you and knock him out of the play and let Concepcion do his thing. It's going to be a first down for the Polar Bears. Just inside 6 minutes left in this third quarter. 28-7. Concepcion gets the call again. Good blocking up front. His lineman gives him a shove inside the 20, down around the 15-yard line before he's finally brought down. We saw Max Sullivan right along Concepcion for about 3 yards, just kind of leaning on his back, giving him a little extra shove there.
And this is to show you what he's able to do going into this season. If you thought what he was able to do last year was impressive, I think he's going to have a pretty good year this season as well.
Especially with Kyle Allen's experience this year. You have a couple of seniors there running the show.
Which is why these openings are happening right now for him.
Allen, hand off to Concepcion. He'll go left side. He's got some running room, spins it inside the 5, into the end zone from 15 yards out. 5:17 left in the third. And Jose Concepcion with his third touchdown. His second straight 15-yard score here in this second half.
Not much to say on that. I mean, he just ran how he did the last 4 times and just continued to use his power and being able to twist his way into the end zone.
The Appleton West player being helped off. That's Eli Piepenberg. Yeah, if you're a defender and you're getting pushed back on your heels, that's when you start getting dinged up too. You get caught in a pile and twisted around. Gervais in to try the extra point. Snaps a little bit high, but put down nicely. Gervais puts it through. 5 for 5 tonight on extra points, and it's 35-7.
When you're looking for a cutting-edge local company to produce your creative screen-printed or embroidered apparel for your business or team, Creative Imprint in Neenah is that company. Their experienced staff can bring all your ideas to life. They make you part of the experience with their online designing tool that allows customers to design their own t-shirts. That's how they make you part of the experience. Design your t-shirt and place your order online at creativeimprintapparel.com. Experience the difference.
Back in the Myron Construction Mobile Studio, part of the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream. I'd like to thank both Myron Construction, Fox Communities Credit Union, along with Julian Strategic Alliance Group and Creative Imprint for their support of high school athletics here in this fall season of 2019. 35-7, Hortonville has run this one out, now a 4-score game.
And pretty much a last stand right now for for Appleton West, knowing that you need to get a score here because if Hortonville gets the ball back, you believe they're going to find a way and get this closer to running clock.
Bouncing kick picked up. That's going to be Caden Bell scooping it up. He's out to the 35, near the 39-yard line before he's brought down. See Krivashine out there on helping out with the tackle for the Polar Bears. They'll mark it at the 40. Terrors will have an opportunity here. It's again Carson Hacker at quarterback. They'll send Steffens wide out to the left side. Twin receivers both right and left. Handoff goes. That's to Caden Krieger. He has some running room across the 35 out to about the 47. Brought down by Diedrich and Williams. Gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Just continue to run the offense, and if you once this game starts getting later and you feel this game's out of hand, you still have to figure out what went wrong offensively, and this is ways to plan out into the next week.
And the second half, they'll have to figure out, the Terrors have to get some things straightened out defensively. Rodriguez gets the fake. Instead, Hacker leans forward across midfield into Hortonville territory, but finally he's pushed back, but enough for a first down around the Polar Bear 46. And this is such a spread offense that the Terrors run. It's tough to get a consistent rushing game. We've seen that's been a problem for them. They've not been able to break off a lot of big runs so far in this one. Hacker quickly goes outside. Tetsky picks it up. I'm not sure if it was for him or if that pass was intended for Steffens.
Well, if you throw in his area, he's going to grab it regardless who the ball's for.
Well, it gained 7 yards, so I think the Terrors are happy with it. So we move inside 4 minutes in the third period. Second and 3 now for the Terrors.
I mean, Tetsky right now is that #1 NFL receiving tight end, and he shows that great talent.
Handoff goes straight ahead. Rodriguez has it. He'll get it inside the 35 to the 34. And again, for Nick Rodriguez, he's at his best when he hits the hole fast. And he's not a big guy either. He can get down behind those linemen, and if you're a defender, it's tough to see him, much less get a paw on him someplace. Ira Johnson back in.
Well, this is just like the last drive where the Terrors were able to move down the field and then the bad snap.
Hacker has 3 receivers out to the right side. Little swing pass goes to Williams. He's trying to get to the edge. He does so this time. Pulled down by Bookman around the 30. Ira Johnson gets 5 yards out of that play. It'll be 2nd and 5 at the 30. And we've not seen that swing pass used much tonight. Set to work once again. Hacker looks toward the left side where he has the 3 receivers. Drops straight back in the pocket, now in some trouble, tries to back up, looking for some place to go, throws it down, wide open around the 10-yard line, collecting it and getting, is he into the end zone? Yes, he is, into the end zone for a touchdown, Spencer Steffens.
Kind of like the same play they tried in that Hail Mary type 4th down last drive, but this time it was a lot short of a pass, which led to a touchdown.
Yep, and once again, Steffens got behind the defender and just kept running, put his arm up, and Hacker able to get the ball to him. Tetsky will try the extra point. A little something to cheer for if you're a Terrors fan. And the kick is up. Kick is good. 2:25 left in the third quarter, 35-14. Hortonville leading this one over Appleton West. And you are watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
Back we are at Hortonville, where the Terrors have just scored to close this to a 21-point game. Still a long way to go if you're Appleton West, and you've got to have the defense come up with a stop here.
And that's the most important part. You need your defense to be able to stop. So far, they scored every drive this half, and 2 touchdowns for Hortonville, looking for a third. And you need to do it pretty quickly because you're going to run out of time being down 3 scores.
Yeah, just 2:25 left in this third quarter. Tetsky will kick off. Jaquan Owens is back, along with TJ Payne, standing around their own 7. Kick is a line drive heading back toward Owens, who will collect it at the 4. Starts striding up toward his right. He's got it to the 25-30. He's got the edge. He's going around midfield, and he steps out of bounds around the 48-yard line, 47-yard line of Appleton West.
Well, now that's 2 great kick returns they've had in this half, which has led to this deficit being to what it is for the Terrors. But a great job by the Polar Bears. They're doing a great job defensively, excellent job offensively, and now the special teams kicking in.
And that one, unlike Lawrence on the last kickoff return where he broke a tackle and just took it up, this one was great blocking. There was a huge lane for Owens to come up the right side. So whoever sealed off the end guy there did a terrific job. Kyle Allen back at quarterback. Sends Schmidt in motion to the right. Now trips on that side, and they hand off to Concepcion. He's got some running room.
Looked like he slipped.
He slipped on the field turf there around the 43-yard line. It'll still be a gain of 4. And so it was be a 2nd and 6. Taking a look toward the sideline, Kyle Allen. So we move inside, and 2 minutes left in this third quarter.
As you mentioned, with the play clock extended, teams are, when you have the leader, able to figure out, all right, let's making sure we're doing the play we want to use.
That's right. Quick pitch goes out. Owens collects it around the 37-yard line. Lots of running room. Escapes the tackle. Finally knocked out of bounds by Tyler Blake.
Right now, everything's working offensively, and there's been no answer in the second half for the Terrors defense.
Yeah, and it's with 3 receivers off on the short side, and then you had Owens able to work on wide open territory. Owens already has a touchdown reception tonight. Ball's down to the 17. Clock running, minute 25 left in this third quarter. 35-14, Hortonville up. Again, 3 receivers now. Schmidt comes to the left. Comes across the back of the formation. Handoff goes to Concepcion. Big hole on the left side. Turns the corner. Down to the 10. Flag on the play. I think we've got a hold on that one. That was a big hole. Now we found out the reason for it. We'll back things up. And in high school, again, it's not from the line of scrimmage. It's from the point of the infraction. That'll be holding. And, of course, the Terrors will take that and back things up. So again, that should put the ball around the 25-yard line since the hold occurred at the 15. So give Concepcion a gain of 2 on the play. And then the 10-yard penalty. We'll make it a 1st and 18. Ball at the 25 of the Terrors. Kyle Allen will hand off. Concepcion trying to bounce through. He's still on his feet trying to get through. That didn't help him at all. He's going to be snowed under. Zeb Tunin finally has corralled him.
A lot of those times it's helped him get big gains, but once in a while you're going to lose a couple.
Yeah, he got turned around, spun backward, lost a yard, and then got pushed back. So they're going to call it a loss of 1.
Wonder if there was a flag.
I don't know. Referees are conferring right now. Either a flag, well, they're not calling a captain over. So it may be where was the forward progress on Concepcion's run? At what point was he just being shoved back and not trying to gain yardage anymore? Well, as this major summit meeting continues, we'll figure out where the ball spot is. Nope, we're going to have... Nope, I guess all is fine.
Right when the other line judge came in, they decided to make the decision. I don't know why they did that. He came all the way over, and then he has to go
loss of
all
1.
the way back.
That's what it means.
Getting his 10,000 steps in for today.
2nd and 19 for the Polar Bears. Allen straight back in the pocket, being chased on the roll and dropped. Dropped by the linebacker. Again, it's Hunter Helgeson. He has been on the chase all night, doing a fine job. That pushes it all the way back to the 36.
Oh, aided with a penalty, you're starting to see life out of this West defense.
Well, you mark this one. This is, so what do you got for 3rd and 29?
Touchdown, that's what they did once before. So
they're going to let the quarter run out first, I believe. We're going to finish up the 3rd quarter. Hortonville leading this one against Appleton West 35-14 as we finish period number 3 in Valley Football Association play. You are watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream.
Make fenced-in yard happen. Make two-story in town happen. Or ranch in the country happen. Definitely make 2 bathrooms happen. With Fox, make we can afford that one happen. When it's time to decide on your dream home, Fox helps you make life happen. Visit one of 22 Fox locations or apply online today so you can make this is the one happen.
Fox Communities.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
Set to start quarter number 4 here in the Myron Construction Mobile Studio at Hortonville. Polar Bears lead 35-14. Kyle Allen drops straight back. Screen pass goes off. Concepcion well read. And nothing doing on the bottom of it that time. Helgeson broke things up, got around the block. Helped out by Zeb Tunin.
And those were the type of plays where you watch this team make big plays, and a great job by the Terriers. Holding on for dear life and trying to get something early in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time if their offense comes alive again like they did the last drive.
Trevor Balboa will be back. Only the 2nd punt for him tonight, or at least what appears to be a punt. Trevor, a rugby kicker, so you're never quite sure. You give it a run, but on this kind of down and distance situation. Rolling out to the right, pooches it out there, heading toward the right sideline. Ball's going to hit and go dead. Jaquan Owens is right there at the 2-yard line to tap it down. Trevor Balboa doing what he's supposed to do.
Again, the special teams continuing the work for the Polar Bears in the 2nd half. Excellent kick. Well, if the Terrors are going to get within 2 scores, they'll have to drive almost the whole distance of the field. And a great opportunity to show if your offense can score quickly, this would be the time.
It doesn't look that far until you've got to get there at the other end. Carson Hacker standing in his own end zone. Wants to get out of there in a hurry. Handoff will go straight ahead. That'll get out to about the 8-yard line. Rodriguez on the carry. Just following his blockers to the left side, gain of about 6.
At least creating some breathing room for the offense.
Yeah, Hacker not standing there with his feet on top of the red. That's never a good sign. Jose Concepcion, 3 rushing touchdowns tonight. 35-14. Hortonville in control of this one as we head to quarter 4. Rodriguez looking for some place to go, trying to cut it back. It's out to the 10. He'll still be a couple yards short of the first down. Roovers, Bookman in on the stop.
But you'll take these small gains just to get out of the end zone scenario before you can start being more aggressive once you get past the 15, 20-yard line.
Need a first down to do something, though. Carson Hacker getting set. Receivers doubled up on both sides. Now they'll put a man in motion. That's Krieger. Pitch will go to Rodriguez. He'll have enough for the first down across the 15 and the 20. Gets out to about the 21, 22-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. Schmidt over there on the play. There's the first down you need. You can start to open up the playbook a little bit. Krieger and Bell head out to the right side. Hacker taking a look, fires across the middle, gets it out to Tetsky. He rumbles forward out to about the 35.
Haven't seen much of Tetsky this half. Let's see if that connection continues as they try to get another touchdown on this drive.
Yes, definitely have some big receiving targets for Appleton West. It's just a matter of getting that timing down and getting some consistency. 1st and 10, clock running, 9:15 remaining. Hacker this time rolls out to the right, and it's picked off! Picked off at the 40. Sliding back in, that's Logan Grossman still on his feet. Trying to go to the 20, cuts it back the other way. He's got a chance to get it, and finally brought down inside the 10-yard line. Logan Grossman, who had 3 interceptions last year, gets his first one of the 2019 season, and he was just waiting on that one.
Yeah, I mean, Hacker has been doing an excellent job staying away from making the big mistake, but if you continue to dance around that line, sooner or later, the opposing team will take a chance, and they guess correctly on that play.
And that chance is Grossman made the right pick. He said, I'm not coming up to stop the quarterback. I'm heading over to the receiver. And by the time Hacker threw the ball, boy, Grossman was in perfect position. Just a matter of he'd hang on to it.
The first interception was too far for him to get that on that Hail Mary to the end zone. That one was just a good play by the defender.
Second interception on the night for Hacker. Back to Kyle Allen. Jose Concepcion in the backfield. Jose will get the call. Trying to stutter step inside. Does so on the 5. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown from 7 yards out. The 4th score for Concepcion tonight. Concepcion scores tonight from 25, 15, 15, and 7 yards. Make it 41-14 here with 8:53 remaining.
What do the neighbors think when they hear that cannon go off?
They know it's football season, Zach.
I sure hope so. They know it's football season.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. So Jose Concepcion, who just had the 1 touchdown last week, but 131 yards against Wausau West, now has 5 touchdowns on the season, with 4 of them coming this evening.
Yeah, excellent start to the season, week 2, and gain momentum. I mean, you learn a lot of things from the Polar Bears so far with this offense, that they can also have a great passing attack to have with a good running attack. So now if one tends to struggle, one can open up for each other.
Yep, and keep guys healthy and keep cleaning things up. That's the next step, because by the time you play next week in week 3, you certainly don't want to be looking the same as you did in week 1 and 2. You want to see that improvement.
And the other point is you don't want to run your running game down to the ground, as it looks nice through weeks 1 and 6, but when you need to rely on your running game a little bit more because you use them so much, they tend to wear down. Great opportunity for the Polar Bears to have a very strong offense moving forward.
Yep. And we talked about it at the start of the game, the balance that they had with Kyle Allen with 4 touchdown passes last week against Wausau West. And tonight just throwing 2, but getting 4 out of Concepcion on the ground game. O'Connor to kick off. Kick is away. Tyler Blake with it. Gets across the 20 before he's snowed under at around the 21-22 yard line. The Terrors get the ball back, but they're down by 4 touchdowns with 8:48 remaining. That's the point. You say, okay, let's run our offense. Let's see if we can come up with some positives here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, just tough luck when you do get a stop on Hortonville when they're on offense. He got stuck at the 2-yard line, and that's what slowly made Appleton West take that risk, and which led to the touchdown for Hortonville. So when you start to build some success for the Terrors, it just continues to shift right back over to the
That's a
Polar
great
Bears.
point. You know, that's a lot of plays you have to run well to march 98 yards. Carson Hacker set. Handoff goes straight ahead to Williams. He'll get out to the 25, maybe the 26-yard line. Max Muthig in on the stop. Coming from his linebacker position. First time we've called his name defensively tonight, the 5'10 junior. Second and 6 for the Terrors. Johnson resets left side of Carson Hacker. In motion is Krieger. He's going toward the left. Hacker's heading toward his left. Looking downfield, puts it up over the head of Tetsky. That one was not close to his big tight end. Or H-back. I guess they line him up officially. It'll make it 3rd and 6. And if Hortonville gets a stop here, you know, we may see the starters in one more series, but that may be about it.
Well, some teams do take pride on trying to avoid a running clock situation, so we'll see what this offense is able to do.
Hacker taking a look, looking, nobody open. Now it's to sprint off toward his left, trying to get to the stick. He's going to get there and get the first down. Well, oh boy, that's a short mark. They gave him that at the 31-yard line, which would be about a yard short. Well, maybe the 30. He's still going to be a little bit short, I believe, Zach. It's just where it's settled in.
Well, the marker says first down.
Yeah.
Someone already worked ahead of time.
Yeah.
Schedule.
Mitch Johnson is saying, "No, that's a first down. I'm the head coach. I'm standing here on the sideline. Looks good to me."
At least the ball is right next to the sideline, so it shouldn't be too much of a delay.
Boy, that is close. I'm going to say that much.
Well, you have to go for it.
Yeah, 4 inches. We had one earlier on this that Appleton West was able to convert. 4 minutes gone in this final period. It's 42-14 Hortonville. You know, all the technology in the game now, we're talking at halftime with some people that many high schools, you're starting to see the big screen TVs come out on the sideline as they analyze plays.
Well, that's
during the
when
game.
you need the big, the big sponsors and everything
Yeah.
else.
Well,
but
and then,
it has reached into that level.
yeah, but you know, they still rely on a guy with 3 guys with a chain marker for the first down.
Even the pros still do
Even
that.
the pros still do that. Hacker waiting for the snap. Handoff goes straight ahead. There'll be enough for a first down there. No, nice running. Piling straight ahead and getting the first down. is Ira Johnson out to the 40-yard line. West stacked the receivers, 3 of them off to the right side. Hacker looking, fires it out, gets his man out to the 46-yard line. First time we've seen that's Brennan Sunke, the junior. First time we've called his number tonight. We're seeing some of the substitutes coming in. Also just in the ball game, Colin Flom. 2nd and 4 for the Terrors, heading toward the 7-minute mark of this final period. Hacker drops back. We see some substitutes on defense too. They get that one off and running a long way with the ball. Caden Krieger. That'll be a first down for the Terrors, as again we're seeing some new bodies in there for Hortonville on defense.
Getting some reserves and some playing time that you can't really get in a regular game, but knowing that you have this cushion of a lead, you can start playing around.
Hunter Strange at safety, the sophomore.
It does take one injury for a lot of these players to come onto the field during a main part of the game.
Hacker takes a look across the middle. Diederich eases him to the ground. Nice job there by Diederich, who could have gotten in the big hit after the ball went by him, but instead chose to just kind of spin Steffens around and bring him down softly. You know, no need to start leveling big hits in this time of game. You've got a 28-point lead, and everybody wants to be back in the game next week.
Correct.
2nd and 10 for the Terrors there at the Hortonville 40. Clock running inside 7 minutes. Hacker looking for some place to go, now in trouble. Goes down with the sack. That's George Huza. He's just a sophomore from his linebacker position. Loss of 8 on that one. It's 3rd and 18.
That's the 3rd time we've seen a major sack like that where the quarterback gets lost, confused, and continuing. The only other option is you take the intentional grounding, but in this case, just take the sack.
Just take the sack. You know, this one pretty well in control now for the Polar Bears. Hacker dropping straight back, looking for the screen, gets it out to Johnson. He has to beat a man to the sideline, does so, gets inside Williams, but 3 more Polar Bears are there around the 46-yard line. Will bring him down. It'll be 4th down and about 16 yards to go.
And there was a lot of air on that throw, which really helped the defense get to Johnson because not much time once he caught the ball to do much with it.
And Appleton West willing to punt this one away. Tetsky will come back in, line up in punt formation. See TJ Payne coming off the field, so let's see who will be back catching this one. Looks like Parker Lawrence will be back for this one. And this is the point in special teams. You had subs in and trying to figure out, okay, do we have 11 guys here? Punt is away. That one may have been tipped a little bit. Tetsky gets it off. Picked up by Lawrence and brought down immediately at the 26.
Risky situation to catch that ball, knowing that there were multiple defenders right around him.
Zeb Tunin brought Lawrence to the ground. And we're going to see substitutes coming in. Nope, it's going to be Kyle Allen still in at quarterback. Concepcion is going to be done for the evening, though. Put him in bubble wrap till next week. Had a nice night, 4 touchdowns. I'll get you some consideration for player of the week right there. Owens and Lawrence coming out to the left side. Handoff goes straight ahead and quickly snowed under. That's Hunter Strange. 5'8", 158-pound sophomore. You know, both these schools, they try to play one platoon football, but you don't quite have that luxury. You've got to get some of your best athletes on each side of the ball. So you'll see some of these folks playing both offense and defense.
And a majority of schools love to do that. But then
Yep.
there's some that you're going to have enrollment issues, how many players are out for football. It's hard to get a full lineup. And plus, as you mentioned, do you want to sacrifice your talent just to have one person every position?
Yeah, you can do that, two-platoon football, but can they play? Handoff goes to Strange once more. He's going to be brought down. Helgeson, who's had a big game defensively for the Terrors, makes the stop for no gain. Clock continues to run inside 4.5 left in this one. 42-14, Hortonville in control. Both teams pretty much, okay, do your thing. Let's not get anybody hurt and get ready for next week. We'll be looking at the schedules in just a moment, see what next week holds for each of these teams. Owens will come out to the left side. It's a 3rd and 10 for the Polar Bears. Ball still at the 26. Allen taking a lot of time. Now the clock starts to wind down. See the back judge making his call. Strange gets it. He'll pile forward, get through, and he lands just short. He emerged out of the pile and had an opening, but that time had lost his feet and ends up 1 yard short of the first down. It'll bring out the punt team for Hortonville.
Almost had it and just got tripped up at the last second. But a good job for the West Terrors, continuing to find stops in defense and just try to get some more momentum building on offense.
Trevor Balboa will be back in punt formation. Tyler Blake around his own 30-yard line. Balboa kicks it away. A wobbler. It's down and will stay in play and go inside the 25-yard line. Well, we have a chance. Let's take a look at the schedule here for Hortonville, what they have coming up in the next couple of weeks. We've got a win pretty well secured here, which make them 2-0. Marshfield will come to town here next week. And then Kingsford, Michigan. So that's the next 2 weeks. Have a non-conference game, and then down to Fond du Lac, you start South Division play. So you've got a chance to try to build up some record. Fond du Lac, of course, is going to be tough once again this year. And we've got a new quarterback in as well. We'll take a look at the Appleton West schedule in just a moment here. Handoff goes straight ahead to Rodriguez. Mason Rake, the sophomore, is the new quarterback. Rodriguez picks up a yard. Ball just inside the 20 or past the 25-yard line. 2.5 left in this one. Everybody looking at their wristbands. You can tell the new guys are in there. What plays that, Coach? Did we run that one before?
Better off to make sure before you
That's
actually
right,
execute the play.
Reichel looking for somebody to throw to, now in some trouble. Looking for some place to go. He'll be brought down around the 20. Shoved around. And, well, we have a chance. Let's take a look at that Appleton West schedule coming up here the next couple of weeks that they have. Oshkosh West at home at the Bonta Bowl. That'll be next Friday night, then travel to Wisconsin Rapids. So West has a couple of games. They can get back into it before then they've got Oshkosh North and then travel to Kimberly for that game. 3rd and 13 now. Rake gets the snap, rolls out toward his right, looking for some place to go, fires it down, and almost intercepted. The guy mad at himself at the on the field right now is Logan Young, the senior, reserve defensive back. Ball was short from Rake, and it'll be a 4th down punt situation with 1:25 remaining. Into this one, we'll take one quick break and come back one more time, kind of sum up the scoring plays tonight. Hortonville moving to 2-0. Appleton West will be 1-1 after this one.
Well, as you mentioned earlier, when you have backups in, you forget who's on the punt team. Coming in late at the bottom of your screen.
Yeah, the guy who's been on the punt team's got his helmet put away already. Tetsky gets that one. Nice high kick. Fair catch called for and made. at the 47-yard line by Jaquan Owens. We'll see the Hortonville second unit right now gathering around their offensive coordinator. Get out there and hand off to somebody, okay? See Sam Dodd coming out there wearing number 15. Braden Gasser will be out there. Dodd will take control at quarterback. Behind him is Hunter Strange. Handoff goes to Strange. He'll be met right at the line. He's not going much of anywhere, but that is of little consequence at this point. Big guy in the middle for Appleton West. Devin Farrell gets the stop. Loss of a yard. Dodd gets it. We're inside a minute left in this one.
Maybe one more run.
I would think now at the 42nd clock, we're going to see this is probably going to be the last play. Strange will get it. Oh, he's met in the backfield.
That's when you wish you probably went with the quarterback.
Yeah. And Zeb Tunin got one big smack in to finish up this game. That's going to be it. And
well, play to the end of the whistle and play until the end of the game. That's what he was doing.
Hunter Strange is probably in the huddle going, telling the quarterback, "I'm good. That's good. Yeah.
Let this clock right now.
I'm fine.
We don't need another play."
Yeah. And the clock is going to run out. Final 10 seconds of this one. Big win for the Hortonville Polar Bears, 42-14 over the Appleton West Terrors tonight as the teams head toward midfield. Shake hands. We'll take a break here. Be back one final time here on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream.
When you're looking for a cutting-edge local company to produce your creative screen-printed or embroidered apparel for your business or team, Creative Imprint in Neenah is that company. Their experienced staff can bring all your ideas to life. They make you part of the experience with their online designing tool that allows customers to design their own t-shirts. That's how they make you part of the experience. Design your t-shirt and place your order online at creativeimprintapparel.com. Experience the difference.
I'm Tom Julian from the Julian Strategic Alliance Group. I'm inviting you to have my team help you develop your personal, estate, and business planning goals. Let us put together comprehensive financial strategies for your success in every season of your life. Contact us today to get started. We're right on the CE Trail in Kimberly. We can help you establish retirement income goals, work with you on your asset protection allocation, and guide you on future income growth strategies. I would like to meet with you to begin the conversation. Call us. Let's get started.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
Are you looking to make your dream home happen? Make stop searching and searching happen. You could make that fenced-in yard happen and make that bigger bathroom finally happen. It's time to make your home transformation happen with a home equity loan or line of credit from Fox. Apply online right now or visit one of 22 Fox locations to get the money you need and make life happen.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
One final time here in the Myron Construction Mobile Studio on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream. Final score tonight, Hortonville 42, Appleton West 14. Dick Napinski, Zach Morris with you this evening. Hortonville just too consistent, too good, especially in the offensive end. Kyle Allen, Jose Concepcion, 4 touchdowns for Jose tonight. Nice performance by the Polar
Well, Coach Colosso will tell you that they ran their offense the way they wanted to, and they executed their defense pretty much how they planned it probably all throughout the week. And even special teams was able to kick in after having one muff punt. But after that, things were working really good for them in the second half. So, yeah, this is a great game to look back at the film and remind your players that this is the type of game, if everyone works what they're supposed to do and everyone continues to execute the way it's planned, you get wins like this.
Yep. Quick rundown of the scoring. Parker Lawrence had a 31-yard pass from Kyle Allen. That started things off in the first quarter. Concepcion with his first TD run, 25 yards, made it 14-0. Jaquan Owens caught a 9-yard pass from Allen, made it 21-0. But before the half, Carson Hacker, a 2-yard run for West, 21-7 at the break. Concepcion, 2 runs of 15 yards, each for a score in the third quarter, made it 35-7 with those 2 scores. Then it came up Steffens with a 30-yard pass from Hacker, made it 35-14. Concepcion's final run for a score, 7 yards out, made it 42-14. Hortonville now 2-0. Appleton West falls to 1-1. Like to thank our sponsors tonight: Fox Communities Credit Union, Julian Strategic Alliance Group, Myron Construction, and Creative Imprint. Thank you so much for supporting high school athletics. And our next one, Wrightstown Tigers, Fox Valley Lutheran Foxes, next Friday night there at FVL. And that will be starting at 7 p.m. So join us on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream for that one. So on behalf of our broadcast team, Zach Morris joining me here tonight, I'm Dick Napinski. Final score again, Hortonville 42, Appleton West 14. Have a great weekend, everybody, and have a good evening.